man opened the box with great anticipation, eager to receive the mysterious inheritance left by his father. However, inside, he found only a penguin toy. Disappointed, the man casually set the penguin aside, but as soon as he turned around, the penguin blinked its eyes and came to life. The man's name was Pop, a top real estate acquisitions agent in New York. Whenever he took on a deal, no business was too tough to handle. But while Pop was invincible in the business world, he faced obstacles at every turn in his personal life. After his divorce, Pop and his ex-wife lived in different cities, and he could only see his children on weekends. However, due to his busy work schedule, he always missed the opportunity to spend time with them. As he watched his relationship with his son and daughter grow more distant, Pop felt increasingly anxious but helpless. One day, Pop received a call from his lawyer, informing him of his father's passing. The lawyer told him that his father had left him a mysterious box, sealed with the most advanced technology and transported from Antarctica to New York at a cost of millions. Only Pop could open it. Hanging up the phone, Pop couldn't quite describe how he felt. From his earliest memories, his father had been busy traveling around the world, never present during Pop's upbringing. Now that he was grown up, Pop had become a failure as a father himself. It was hard for him not to blame his own family of origin for this. When he received the mysterious inheritance, Pop was actually a bit nervous. He thought his estranged father must have felt guilty and left him his life savings. But to his surprise, his father's unreliability had persisted until the very last moment of his life, sending Pop a live penguin. Pop and the penguin stared at each other. In his eyes, the adorable, head-tilting penguin was just a huge inconvenience. With work hours approaching, Pop had no choice but to put the penguin in the bathtub and deal with this Antarctic creature after he got home. In his rush to leave, Pop accidentally kicked and broke the box the penguin had arrived in. In an unnoticed corner, a letter slipped out of the box and slid under a cabinet. After Pop left, the little penguin surveyed this unfamiliar world. It carefully used its beak to turn on the faucet, quickly filling the entire bathtub with water. The little penguin splashed around happily in the tub, but while it had learned how to turn on the faucet, it didn't know how to turn it off. The water accumulated more and more, soon overflowing from the bathtub. When Pop returned home and unsuspectingly opened the bathroom door, he was greeted by a chaotic scene. Unable to wait a moment longer, Pop decided he had to get rid of this troublesome penguin right away. He called the Bird Protection Center, but they told him they didn't handle flightless birds like penguins. He then contacted the health department, only to be informed that they only take in dead animals, not live ones. The next morning, Pop was subjected to a special penguin wake-up call, nearly scaring him out of his mind. Fed up, he threw the penguin out, but as soon as he turned around, the apartment front desk sent it right back, even lecturing Pop on taking care of his pet. At his wit's end, Pop could only turn to his father's colleagues for help, asking them to send him a freezer so he could ship the penguin back to Antarctica intact. But he hadn't anticipated that this was only the beginning of his nightmare. The colleagues mailed the requested freezer, which contained the other 5 penguins his father had left him. As soon as the box opened, the penguins burst out, instantly transforming Pop's home into a penguin paradise. Some treated Pop's flushing toilet like a merry-go-round, while others squeezed into the snack cupboard to eat. Pop felt on the verge of a breakdown at the sight of it all. But just then, the doorbell rang. Only then did Pop remember that today was his son's birthday. But now, the house was a complete mess. And worst of all, he hadn't had time to prepare a gift